So the other games that jump out at you, I mean, did you watch the end of the Sunday night game? Seeing the Lions just jam it right down the Rams' throat, Julian?
I did, and that was a really good football game, and that was. It just made me such a bigger fan of Matthew Stafford that game, even though they lost.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're running out of bodies left and right. They didn't have their tackles. Puka gets hurt. Coop had a great game, 14 catches or something like that. But to see Matthew Stafford and how there was that one third down where he sat in there and he had those two guys in his face and he anticipated and he threw that crosser like almost like a no look over to the left. And he hit his receiver, like he threw it to a spot. Like that's really impressive football when you know you're going to get hit and you could sit and deliver a strike. I mean, he's a pretty ball. He throws the ball so pretty. I've thrown with him a couple times. And like the first time we ever met, we shook hands. We went like 44 for 44. And I've gone with other quarterbacks, and there's always a little timing adjustment when you start to throw at the new quarterback. First day, Matt Stafford, high five, boom, zinging. And that's what he is. It was impressive. He's tough. I think that's going to be a good football team, the LA Rams. And then Detroit on the other side, talk about toughness, MCDC, the way they won the game, driving the ball down the field, knowing what they had to do to win the game, that gives you that shows and that shows everyone that, hey, we're a tough football team. It didn't start the way they wanted, but come out with a win. I mean, that's when you start to know you're a really good football team, is when you can win ball games when you're not playing your best. That's a sign of a team that. They got some solid foundation going in for the year. This is week one. There's ups and downs. There's going to be a whole lot of emotions everywhere. And these teams won't be the same team that they're going to be, halfway at the end of the season. But, for both of those specific teams, the Lions and the Rams, those are great starting points for those two organizations.
When did you throw at Stafford? When did he throw to you? When was that?
We threw. So I used to go over to Tom House. He had a clinic out in Long Beach.
Right.
And Tom used to go there and we'd dial up there. But, I would stay in LA and all these other pro quarterbacks would come to the field to work with Tom. And, in the offseason, you want to catch balls, pro balls, run routes. And so, I would throw a bunch of other guys.
And so Stafford was one of them at one time, and you're like, okay.
One time Stafford was there. And he lit it. I mean, you could just. The ball comes off his hand differently. He could pick up any ball and throw it. I'm pretty sure he could probably drink like 8 to 12 beers and go and throw it better. Like he's that kind of guy. Just a cool dude, and I'm really happy for him. And what is he's 36, 37 years old.
36. Yep. Yeah.
He's not a young guy, and I know we all want to be. Like, oh, Tom Brady played to 45. So that's an anomaly. So, to see these guys like Matt, that's a he's not a young guy to go out there, take the punishment he did, deliver the football, not have the ghost rush in your face when you get to be an older quarterback and you're hit a bunch, especially as much as Matt Stafford was hit in Detroit. That could kill a quarterback and to get rid of the ball quicker if he feels something, the ghost,
Yeah.
But that was a really impressive game. And then Jared Goff, too, on the other side. What an awesome situation for him to go in and, the team that he played for, that he went to a Super Bowl with the LA Rams, trades him to Detroit, which was a dumpster fire at the time. He leads him to the NFC Championship a couple years later, and then he beats his former team twice now, one in the playoffs and now here in opening day. I mean, that's a great story of Jared Goff just being a mentally tough guy, not sniveling. And what a better guy to be the flag carrier for the Detroit Lions than someone like that.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.